Have you seen this video yet?
No, I haven't seen this video yet. Okay, let's go.
So, I mean, the title of the video, No Jumper posted, says, Salesman accidentally calls his black neighbor the N-word.
I mean, it's a good title.
Gotta click
First
it.
time I see this, I go, how do you accidentally call a black guy the N-word? I don't understand. This is what happens. He just rings the Ring doorbell. Here we go.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work at Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
Shit.
Oh my God, dude.
No, man, that wasn't even...
Oh my God, dude.
And then he just stands at the bottom of the stairs and just looks longingly at the door. Rubbing his neck like, what the fuck?
no.
He's like, my life is over right now.
I mean, that is tough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not ideal.
no. How is this not more viral?
I mean, it's making its rounds.
Making us rap.
Bro, it is crazy.
I got sent this like a good 40 times. Like,
I thought you were gonna say I called this a good point. God damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Has that ever happened to you, Al? A Freudian slip?
Nah.
Yeah, a Mormon missionary?
Nah.
Like, hey, we're just here trying to spread the gospel.
It hasn't, thankfully.
Are you good, bro? What happened?
You can tell how embarrassed, like he was so embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo. This guy
they're
just met him,
yeah, that's crazy.
trying to sell him something, and turns out he lives 3 doors down.
Yo, he got to see him every day, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's
fuck,
rough.
dog.
That's fucking rough.
So the question is, like, does he say it? I mean,
You gotta
obviously,
move, bro.
You gotta move,
Fernando
dog.
gotta move.
You gotta move.
Because you told him what I live at
Because this guy's bringing
1843.
down the property
He
value.
said-
Oh, sorry.
He said what door he's in.
Yeah.
Son, he said the address and his first name.
Hey, I'm Fernando. I live in 1843. Like, literally lives in 1843. God damn,
And then I'm
bro.
curious, the neighbor's reaction.
I'm so disappointed the neighbor just went back inside. Like,
What, like,
Nah, the
what-
neighbor said, nah, it's dead.
Yeah, he
yeah,
just goes,
but I mean, like,
all right,
that's
I'm out.
it. Like,
I think he handled that shit right.
you
I think
stuff
that's
him.
the
Or at
grown-up-
least get upset. Like,
That's
he
the
ain't even
grown-up
really
way,
get
man.
upset.
He was clearly upset. I think the grown-up way is, we're not talking, there's no conversation, I'm not listening to your apology, I'm out.
I think that's the best way to handle it.
I
Because
see
the
your
guy
point.
didn't do it on
That's the
purpose. He didn't
mature
knock on the
way.
door like, hey, I'm selling solar panels to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the mature
crazy.
way to handle it, but nah.
What are you really gonna do in that
Because then-
situation?
then if
also,
you-
he can't even get no solar panel. Think about that. You don't think he wants solar panels?
Son, you don't
He's
think he's
pissed.
gonna get free solar panels after this shit? Son, this
He
motherfucker's
better
gonna
get some free solar
Son,
panels. Nah, that's what he should have said out there.
Hell yeah.
How expensive are they now?
Yeah.
How much are they now, dude?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy because what if he'd been waiting to be asked? Like he goes, yo, Fernando down at 1843 got these solar panels,
best
bro.
solar
Like, they're gonna drop the energy bill down to $0.
Yeah.
And he knocks on the door and just N-words him right to his fucking
Son, the
face.
craziest part is he touched him afterward. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy, real slip.
Yeah, don't
And it's
touch
like, yo,
me.
are you fucking
That's what I'm
crazy, dog?
saying.
Yeah,
the dude's
man.
reaction is crazy. Like, the fact that he do nothing.
What would you have done?
Like, I definitely would have got loud. Maybe a shove. Maybe a shove. I
You
don't know.
can't. Well, he's not coming at you with.
Come on, bro.
He's not coming at you with anger or violence. That's the thing. That's why it's like, what if someone politely calls you the N-word? Excuse me, mister. Like if somebody says,
Yeah,
pardon me, mister.
I'm getting loud. Like,
But-
what the fuck you talking about? Like, you get
And then he was like, I said, pardon me, mister. Right?
and back.
You hit him
Yeah,
immediately.
if he doubles up.
So you get loud and he apologizes, then what?
Then I
What if he had a
probably- then I
Borat
was like-
accent
then I was like,
and-
yo, get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
And that's
but-
it. And then it's over.
That's your big beef with this guy?
He ain't do nothing.
He
He just ate that shit.
He did the same thing without saying anything.
Bro, you know what the crazy thing about fighting over someone calling you the N-word is that if you lose that fight, bro, everybody calling you the N-word. like there's even more pressure on the black dude. Not only do you gotta fuck the dude up that calls you N-word, no, sorry, not only do you have to do something, you can't lose.
Yeah, you gotta win.
Yeah, but he's not gonna fight back
because
he's in the wrong.
he knows he's in the wrong.
Yeah,
That's how you
fuck.
know he's not really racist.
Yeah, but this is how
how you know he's not
this is how
really
you get a
racist.
free shot. He could have got a free shot on dude. Dude can't hit him back. You get a free knockout. World star, let's go.
Slap. It's a slap.
You get a free-
Open hands. Yo,
Oh yeah, backhand is so much
Backhand
more
is
disrespectful.
crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, you seen that video in
And
like
you
Hawaii
spit
or
on it or
something where my
something?
man, you ever see, he
Oh yeah.
bah!
That's the Will Smith shit too. The guy tried to kiss him, that reporter or whatever, like tried to punk him like by
yeah,
kissing him,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he just like,
Tried-
just like one time.
Yeah.
Back of the hand is awesome.
Yeah, backhand is, but this dude knocked the guy out with it.
Oh
Slumped him.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. The other thing I'm curious about with this is like he chooses to post this on the internet. What's your take on it?
What do you mean?
This
The
is
black neighbor posted it on the internet.
It's on a Ring camera.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he posted and goes, "You guys won't believe what happened."
Yeah, this is your payback.
Yeah, you gotta get your
You
clout
called
up.
me the N-word to my face. I didn't beat you up. You're gonna get publicly humiliated.
Boom.
Bare minimum.
Now, to Alex's point, would you rather get beaten up if you're Fernando? Mm-hmm. I would.
oh,
Private humiliation.
I would.
oh.
Private humiliation. That's
Yes.
Private humiliation. You get slapped up.
Alex is actually being more humane, just beating the guy. Alex wouldn't do this.
Son, if,
Nah, you right, I'm wrong.
if you,
Nah,
if you,
of course, if I knock him out, I'm posting that. What the fuck you talking about? What?
Charge a pay-per-view.
no, you come the next day, yo, Fernando, I'm gonna need that ring footage. Fernando, do the right thing. No, that's a great
Be
point.
like
You-
8-4 now. Let's go.
private humiliation over public every single day.
Oh, yeah.
And also,
Absolutely.
if you fuck him up, you can't even really be that angry at him no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Like,
even.
and you have a neighbor again.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't even awkward.
Just come get beat up and then we'll have Sunday dinner or something.
Yo,
like
I'm
that.
really sorry about that. Yo, me too, man. I was a little crazy, but you did a thing. You could be friends.
Probably good.
Yeah.
That's the best way to make friends with a black neighbor if you really think about it. Yo, if you really think about it, the best way to make friends with your black neighbor.
The casual brush off is the fun. It's the fucking craziest
What-
part.
what happened?
He actually tries to act like nothing happened. Hey, oh, my bad, buddy. Like,
It's like he
son,
called him the
you're
wrong
crazy.
name.
Yeah.
He was like,
Can
"Oh,
we watch
Steven."
it again?
I thought it was.
Fucking
Yeah.
mind-boggling. Like, you don't realize this is, oh my God, bro.
You got to mortified, walk off. Holy shit, I'm so sorry.
Go to the end,
Hope
though.
you don't get fucked
Bro, I
up.
can't fast forward.
Why not, son?
Because it's Instagram.
There's
What are you
literally a
talking about?
ticker at the
Thing
bottom.
right there.
Fuck it, that's the screen recording.
Oh. We dumb.
You guys are 40. You guys are both 40 equally. This is insane.
Wait, are we dumb to think that that's...
Yeah, we're not dumb to think that.
No, you guys are super smart.
Okay, here it is.
silence,
It's
he's-
better with the build-up.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work at Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
He's laughing.
No, man, that wasn't even.
Sorry, dude. Hey, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, son, sorry, dude. It's crazy.
Alex, you gotta give him one stiff bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta give him at least one stiff bitch.
What you mean?
Remember Danny Brown?
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta give him at least one stiff bitch.
So that's what I'm saying. He had to do something, bro.
I'm
Something.
sorry, dude. It was so like that is the weirdest part of it.
Yo,
to be
let's look at
honest.
the
And it was
comments.
like a nervous chuckle. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Van Lathan, what the fuck?
Is there any funny comment?
I have a feeling there's not.
Bro went off script a bit.
Good.
Bro,
Now, can we talk about something that is completely unrelated to race?
Yes.
please.
Okay.
Please.
Football. Obviously, there's no racism in
Football
that.
is racial unity.
It is racial
Race is
unity.
coming together to play sports. Like remember the Titans. You seem to remember the Titans.
I remember.
I'll never forget the
Left
Titans.
side.
Strong side.
Right side.
Not in the movie.
Okay.
No.
Well, my point is,
Can I brag?
yeah,
If anybody listened to me and bet what I told them to bet last week, they'd have won money.
is that right?
I said bet on the Ravens to cover the spread. They won.
And then this week, where are we going? What's Akash's pick this week? If we're trying to make money, what's Akash's pick this week?
It's hard to bet, but my safest bets are the Seahawks are not going to cover the spread against the Lions. They're favored to, or I guess the Lions are favored to win by 4.5. I think they're going to win by more than 4.5. I don't think the Seahawks are good at all, and I think the Lions are 1-2, but I don't think they're that bad. I think they're better than their record. The other one is the Rams and the Niners, because I think the Niners they should be good, but they They had a quarterback who I thought was going to be good, maybe Trey Lance. He got hurt. Jimmy Garoppolo, we know he's in.
Yeah.
But their left tackle, who's like maybe the best in the league, he's hurt. So for a quarterback who's right-handed, every time you go back to pass, your left side is the one that you got to worry about because you can't see it. And we ever heard a quarterback is hearing footsteps? If that left side is giving up a lot of pressure, your whole fucking mental clock is on. Because you're worried, I'm going to get fucked up on the side I can't see. I could break ribs. I could do whatever. Yeah. So I think, and the Rams have a pretty good D-line, I think that's going to fuck with Jimmy Garoppolo.
I made a movie about that.
The Rams are...
The blind side?
The blind side. Yes. That's the whole thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That was the idea.
The highest paid person on the line.
Yeah, the highest, usually like the third highest paid position on the team-ish is the left tackle.
And that's left side, strong side.
I don't know if that's Remember the Titans, to be honest.
Damn it. Okay.
No, left side, strong side is Remember the Titans.
No, but
100%.
they're both on defense.
The Blind Side is a movie about Michael Orr.
Yes.
Who
was an offensive player and in...
No, but he was adopted by a family that didn't see color. And that's why it's called The Blind Side. This was about the white people being heroes.
Yeah,
And not
obviously.
about an amazing journey that a young black kid
Yeah.
overcame unbelievable obstacles.
No, it's about a lady who...
An all-star.
Yeah, who happened to house a kid and then he went to the college she wanted him to go to.
Yeah.
Coincidentally.
Yeah.
That's out of love.
That's why they're the heroes.
Yes, that's
It's
why
not
they're
about
heroes.
this kid overcoming destitute poverty.
No. It's about people on 80 Taco Bells.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's about like rich people just making another gamble and then it worked out. That's what it's really about. That's what's so heroic.
Did they make money on this?
Say again?
Like, did the family did they get any of his money when he went to the league?
I don't think so.
I don't
he-
think they needed money, to be
Like,
honest.
ri-
They were like rich. Also, he apparently said, he was like, y'all made me sound like I can't fucking read. Like, what is this depiction of me?
That is
y'all-
also true.
He was like, I wasn't retarded.
Yeah.
I mean,
There was some Green Mile in it, and it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah, there was a little Take My Hand boss in it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it
No, good for you.
because I knew what happened.
What do you
What
mean?
happened? The black guy made it to the league?
Yeah, he got in.
Yeah, okay.
He got in. I didn't watch Passion of the Christ for the same reason.
Yeah.
Dove, did you watch Passion of the Christ?
I watched it with him. And
Yeah, that's what I thought.
For the joke, I was going to let him finish.
What were you doing?
He was just there with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
No,
Crying
exactly.
your
right.
damn eyes out.
I took Dove as a punishment
Yeah.
because it's like
Wait, you cried?
Oh, bawling.
never forget.
Never.
But for him, we'll never forget
Yeah,
what they
every
did.
tragedy has like
Yeah.
a memory-based slogan, except that one. You ever notice that?
What do you mean?
A day they'll live in infamy, never forget,
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's this one. That's it, right there.
never again. But I'm saying Jesus died. There's never like
Yeah, it is. I'll be back. Yes.
Arnold.
Yeah, no, that original was Jesus.
Oh, really?
3 days later, no?
Wait, do Jews say hallelujah?
Sure.
Yeah. That's their
but-
celebration.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you think they're celebrating when Jesus died?
Yeah, they killed him. Hallelujah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's y'all shit. That's
They
not
were
my shit.
killed by the Romans.
The Romans.
Oh, I heard different. He told me it was y'all people.
Wow.
You did.
Me?
Tweet about it right
the
now.
other day, yesterday, you told me it was him.
Tweet about
Go.
So that's
post
it.
that.
I'm just
Post
going
that.
off what the knowledge that I learned
You know what?
from.
I support you. Post it.
Wow.
Wow.
I won't
Wow.
unfollow you.
He's calling you pussy right now. I'm
He
just letting you
is,
know.
bro.
He's calling you pussy.
So,
I don't think Jews
one
come.
stiff one, bro.
I don't
You know they're
think-
making
I
a
don't think
sequel.
To what? Passion of the Christ?
How?
What is
It's
it
called
called?
The Resurrection.
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude. What do you?
What?
But
If any
Is that a real
movie in
question?
history
Yeah.
deserved a sequel, it was Passion of the Christ.
But what happened after he came back?
because I thought they show when he comes back, don't they?
Yeah.
In the first one?
It's just a lot of light, right? It's just like
Yeah, it's kind of just
But
like.
explain to me, what happened when he came back? Were there cool stories when he came
He
back?
comes back. He links up with some of his boys. He
And then?
sees Thomas. Thomas doubts that he actually resurrected. He's kind of like tied up some loose ends, you know?
a lot of loose ends.
Yeah.
But then what happened? He goes away again.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna go ascend and be with the
We're
Father.
allowed to have
one.
4 matrices. We can't have 2 Jesuses.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we can't have 2 passions of the Christ. You can't be
Yeah.
passionate twice for Christ.
Yeah.
Bro.
I
Wait, when he
support this
came
movie.
back, how many days was he like rocking out before he was
No
like,
clue.
oh, okay.
I got
thought
no
that's
idea.
stated.
Maybe that's in there.
That's probably in the movie.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's probably the big reveal.
I thought he just like hung around, just like, yo, what up? And then he's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I
Bro,
don't know how
came back,
long.
he
just like
walked
a
on
day.
water.
After he came back?
No, that's before.
No, that was in Galilee. Okay.
I was gonna
Come on,
say,
dude.
if I come back from the dead and you still need me to walk on water, suck my dick.
Yeah, right?
Fuck you.
Why am I
Yo,
doing miracles?
Can I ask y'all a serious question here? Do you think that we would have killed Jesus today if he was doing all that shit? Because we've killed people for less.
Well, today, or
David
like,
Blaine's still walking around?
But we know he's not really walking on water. But like
Nah,
Martin
black
Luther
people.
King was trying to help poor people, got him. Right? Like everybody who tries to help the poor and disenfranchised, Murked.
Dude, Mr. Beast better look out, boy.
I'm just saying. That's actually my concern about Jimmy actually running for president is that like right now he's unanimously loved. Children, adults love him. And running for president is gonna make people hate you. Especially if you're like attacking the power structure in any way.
That's the thing. Is it poor? Is it helping poor people or is it like disrupting like the government? Like, oh, don't go to Vietnam.
Who does the government serve though?
Yeah, but like if you're like
Real
running a
estate
charity.
developers.
Real estate developers.
Yeah. But if you're running a charity, I don't think anyone cares. But if you're like, oh, don't join the war effort.
They don't care, son? Joseph Kony, fucking remember those guys that was just trying to stop Joseph Kony?
Yeah,
Remember?
I do.
And they made one of them go fucking crazy and jerk off in public in San
They MK
Diego.
Ultra'd him.
They MK Ultra'd him, 100%.
Maybe.
Don't fuck with the status quo. But if the status quo is keeping poor people poor and rich people rich,
Yeah.
then you kind of fucking with people's money, bro.
Yeah. Selfishly, I want him to run. Yours is a valid concern.
I'm just saying, like, you're so loved.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to sacrifice that love.
Yes.
And
And you're going up against a machine.
you're gonna be so wealthy. It's like, that would be the ultimate selfless act.
Yes.
It's not only are you not attached to money, you're not attached to love. You willing to give up all the love? Be hated?
Also, as president, you got to do some shit that's not super likable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what do we do in this war? And it's like, all right, we got to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
We blew up a country and saw who survived.
You don't want to be a part of all that. That shit sucks.
No, that's kind of fire though, dude.
It'd be sick YouTube
Because
content.
he's almost preparing for it right now. Like, this island is yours. And it's like, what part of the Middle East? Dude? No, that is actually cool. We could translate those videos brilliantly.
Yeah.
How has nobody hired him?
Buried alive.
Buried alive.
Yeah.
Shouts to Jimmy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
shouts to Bet Online.
Yo, and shouts to Bet Online, bro. Yo, honestly, Bet Online getting 2 spots this episode because we initially were talking
Yeah.
about sports because we talk about our shit for Bet Online. So Bet Online, by the way, use the promo code FLAGRANT. They're gonna match 50% of that initial deposit bonus up to $1,000. Okay.
BetOnline.ag, just in case you haven't figured it out. by
Thank
now.
you so much. BetOnline.ag, promo code FLAGRANT. Run it up right now. We should be able to put money down on Bet Online on whether Jimmy will run for president or not.
Oh, that'd be sick.
For context, who's Jimmy?
Say again.
For context, who's Jimmy?
Mr. Beast.
Thank you.
Thanks, Miles. Thank you very much. You can do no wrong.
He's right. It could have been
You can
Garoppolo.
do no wrong. How did I pronounce Garoppolo the other day?
Garoppolo, I think.
No, I was doing something. I forget what it was.
Like Christopher Walken when he said it.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was something-
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I
Who
don't
are you
know.
trying to be? You're trying to do some accent.
I was doing some fucking accent.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Point is, you're not thinking, you're not going to put any money down on Jimmy.
Oh, I'll put money down on Jimmy.
You think 49ers got it?
Oh, no,
over
no.
the Rams?
Yeah, I think- yeah.
Son, this shit.
What is happening, bro?
This is the greatest ad that's ever happened. This is the greatest segment that's ever
There's
happened.
2
in
different
history.
bets happening. You guys don't
Yeah,
even
listen,
know.
listen,
You see how I got confused, though, right?
Hey.
You see how I got confused?
Hey, listen.
If only Miles is here for context. We gotta really use shit right there, buddy. Come
Listen,
on.
that one right there, I'm gonna admit was your fault. I'm gonna admit that was your fault. You know what I mean? Most times I admit it's my fault, but
right.
that was you.
Right.
That was on you. Okay.
Okay. Would
so
you put money for Jimmy on president?
I would put money down on Jimmy running for president. Garoppolo. Yes, 100%. After he split the shit from that porn star, remember
Yeah,
last year? I think it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No,
yeah,
it was 2-3 years ago.
last year.
Fine.
You want to put some money down on that?
It was. You said last year?
Yeah.
I'll put money.
Damn, bro. You know you lost right there. You know you lost.
Dude. Okay. My point is that you go in Rams over 49ers.
Rams over
You go in
49ers.
Lions over Seahawks.
Lions over Seahawks.
One more game.
I put money on the Eagles over the Jags. They're big favorites, but I don't know. They just look really fucking good right now.
Unbeatable.
Not unbeatable, but they're in there. The season is long, but right now they're the team.
BetOnline.ag. Run it up.
Guys, massive announcement. The Big Dicey Energy Tour, the one that I started before the pandemic, booking for myself in the back of bars of 20 people that then moved into comedy clubs and started selling out comedy clubs, is now going to theaters. We are at the Wilbur Theater, a historic theater in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for bringing us to this moment. Could not have done it without you. The show is January 14th. I promise you it will sell out, so get your tickets. pre-sale. Tickets aren't on sale, but they will sell out. So get your tickets today at akashsingh.com. This is only for Flagrant listeners. Use the promo code Flagrant, and you can get your tickets right now. Also, if you want to come to other shows because you're too poor to live in Boston and you live in other shit places like Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm there right now, this weekend. Whatever the fuck the dates are, September 29th through October 1st. Also, speaking of poor, I'm going to be in Pittsburgh. I wanted to make fun of something about your city, but there's nothing remarkable about it. That's October 6th through 8th. Then I'm going to be in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Why? I don't know. I literally had my agent Google what cities have a lot of Indians, and somehow your city came up. How many gas stations can you possibly own? I'm better than that joke, but I did it anyway. October 14th through 15th there, and then I'm going to be in Philly, October 27th through 29th. You know how I feel about you, Philly. You gave me my wife, so I love you, but I also hate you a little bit. Anyway, get your tickets at akashsingh.com, and let's get back to the show.
Let's do some feelings, no
Can we
facts.
just do feelings, no facts? I'm going to rifle through a
this
couple
has been too many
stories.
facts this episode.
A lot of
I'm
facts.
sick of all the facts.
A lot of facts. I'm going to rifle through a story. You just tell me what your feeling is, okay? Post Malone goes up on stage, falls into a hole, allegedly breaks a bunch of ribs. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
This poor guy, dude.
Check it out. Also, the nicest dude, it seems like.
I know.
But he's just
Fucking sweetheart.
doing his thing, walking.
People probably don't think it's real.
Oh, shit.
Okay, pause.
What jersey is he wearing?
St. Louis Blues, probably.
Don't bet on that team.
Probably.
Yeah, don't bet on
Don't bet on that team.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous stage design.
That's kind of crazy, right?
I mean, it's so stupid, especially if you know that you're doing it in the dark. Like, there are segments here in the show that are going to be in the dark.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have an open hole in the middle of the stage.
I think instruments or something were supposed to come up from there.
It was
I
something.
imagine he came out from.
Yeah, it
and
was
they
either
probably
him
just
or
didn't close it out.
There was some sort of like moving stage section, right? And somebody was explaining to me, I understand why they have it like that, but the second that it changes, that has to be filled immediately. Or it has to have some sort of like barrier.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no way. No fucking way.
So whose fault is this? This is like the venue?
I think it's stage design. Because I imagine they do the same stage design in every venue that they go to.
Gotcha.
So, or every venue that can like handle it. And that's on your stage designers.
Yeah.
Now, the crazy thing is, and I don't know post, but like sometime, like I know how I am, I want a thing a certain way, and I tell motherfuckers that it has to be this way, even if they tell me it's dangerous because you could fall into it.
Yeah.
So it might be a creator thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, why would I fall into a fucking hole? Like, I know how to walk around. I know how to see a hole. And then,
For context,
tell me.
Radio City Music Hall. Andrew
happened?
Schulz, when we went in there to plan all the creative, he wanted to use everything.
Yep.
They've got the lights, they've got different...
The lifts, the elevator.
3 different lifts, elevators.
Giant lift.
And this is like the craziest union in the game, like the first union. And I remember the person
right.
from MSG was like, hey, just because you can use everything, it's not a la carte. We're using a 100-foot LED wall.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if he wants to use it, he wants to use it.
You know that thing that we were coming up from, the other thing I came up when I did the intro or whatever like that? That was what, $20,000 to do that?
No.
That's what you told me.
No. We saved you $20,000 by getting you off stage
Yeah, it was
a
$80,000
minute before. Yeah, exactly. It cost way more.
Honestly, I wasn't
to
trying.
use it.
I wasn't
They
trying
don't
to flex.
charge
I
per-
swear to God, I
no,
wasn't trying to
didn't-
flex.
They don't charge per thing. It's all included, but they have to have the crew to do it. They tape off the elevator, so there's no real way to calculate it. But she was just about safety, about saying like, yo,
Also, the
you're
way this
using
works is
absolutely everything. and
You're
you have
not
a-
paying for it. They're taking it off of what you make.
Yeah.
So you're just deciding how little.
Yeah, I
you
think
wanna
the main
make
thing
with
was getting
all the
out on
thing.
time.
Yes.
So it was really important that I got off early and Mark ran his time. And
Well,
then
every
you-
time he brings this up,
I mean,
okay?
by the
I'm
minute.
just saying.
1
It
minute.
was, do you know how hard it is to get off
I'm just
stage?
saying, you know
You're all
what I
going, Mark. And I'm like, guys, stop it. They're too
Is
crazy,
that
taking their
another one of
shirts
those
off.
intrusive thoughts you're having?
Yeah, this is my brain.
If
They're
you
going
fell
crazy.
though, that was what, a 15-foot, 20-foot drop.
I thought about that when I was going up. They put like a little netting or some shit. But like, if I just have my foot,
Are you worried of getting your sliced?
yep.
That's
I thought about it.
crazy.
I was like, what if I just got really nervous and I passed out here and just my arm leaned
Oh,
in?
God.
Just destroyed.
You're
A
fucked.
vice.
Yeah.
Smash. So
Would you finish the show though?
Yeah, of course. Of course I'm going to finish the show.
And you were facing forward. You good thing your nose didn't get like
Oh
yeah,
my God.
clearly got hit. You fucking jerk. That's,
Yo,
you
Dub,
just
you
called
looking
me that.
skinnier. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did we talk about the bet?
Nah.
No, we did
we
talk
should
about
find a
it.
way to get bet online to do that.
Did we open up with a bet on
that?
Oh, we should bet.
We should be able to bet on that.
That's a prop bet.
We need Bet Online to do this. So Dove and I have a $1,000 bet that in the next 40 days, we're going to take a picture of ourselves, and whoever you guys decide looks better, and it has to be objective.
$1,000?
I'm an objective guy.
Yeah, $1,000. This is Dove's idea. And
That doesn't seem like, I mean,
yeah, it's not that much motivation.
right? I mean, it could be
That's
10.
why I think he's going.
It could be 10.
It could be 10.
Nah, here's the thing though. Public humiliation will drive him. He's not driven by the money.
True.
But losing to Dove. On a
Yeah,
public
the money
platform.
is nothing to me. It's the idea.
We know. We got it.
Guys,
Put on a special yourself.
it cost $60,000 for the elevator. I was lying when I said 20.
Should
It was
have taken the
actually
stairs.
much more.
I'm
it was
thinking
way
though,
much more.
I think Dove is gonna have a lot. I think Dove is crazier.
Yes.
I think Dove is like too afraid of humiliation, whereas you'll be like, it doesn't matter. You know, we're good.
You know what though? If Dove loses, he just won't pay you. I think.
No, that's easy. I'll take the money out now, and someone holds it in escrow. One of you guys.
I will hold
Look at
me.
him slicking his
I will
dick,
hold it,
son.
okay?
That's
So,
why
now-
my buddies are.
Let me hold it.
We have to lay out a couple things here. It's not who loses the most weight. Obviously, Dove is capable of losing way more.
Correct.
It's who looks the best.
And how do you determine who looks the
Objectively,
You guys
who looks the
decide.
best with the shirt off.
best? Can we do a vote, like a poll on the internet?
No, it's unfair to me or Dove. I was gonna say it's unfair to Dove, but it's like it could be unfair. Dove feels like that people hate him. That's what he feels.
No.
What if we
Some
do?
people are just gonna vote for it.
What if we do a poll on the street and we take the heads
Well,
off?
that was the other idea. That was we could just go objectively walking up to different people on the street that don't even know, and then just show the picture whose body is better. Dove also doesn't want to see the back of his body because it looks like a surfboard. But I think it has to be everything below. It's below the chin, above your pubes,
360?
midsection.
Midsection.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off. Who looks better?
Yeah,
360.
360. 100%.
No. In the front. We talked about this.
No,
and you just said
it's
it a
the
minute
whole
ago.
body. It's the whole body, dude.
The whole torso.
body.
Shirtless picture. A shirtless picture.
Yeah, of your front and back.
No. What's wrong with that?
Why are you so afraid of your
Because
back?
we said 40 days.
What's wrong with
and
your back?
I knew what I'm able to do. I have love handles that only God can take care of. After months and months. But from my
Dr.
front,
Miami.
which you call out my little gut right here,
It's your breasts more.
they'll turn into pecs, but they'll still be kind of breasty.
Yeah.
But I'll have a six-pack in 40 days. That will be very visible with a great tan, and you will look like a pumpkin.
Well, I'll get tan. There's no question. I will
you
get
can't
tan.
do fake
That
tan.
is the hardest part.
I
for
will
you.
get a tan.
No, that's the hardest part
Absolutely.
for you.
You're gonna do a fake
That's the
tan?
hardest part for you.
I'm gonna go to a tanning bed for this.
Oh, you're gonna go.
I'm doing black body.
Whatever he wants to do.
I'm doing black body.
Black body.
What
I
he
will
wants
do
to
black body like
Yeah.
one of those workout guys.
Yeah.
100%.
What he wants to do.
It's a huge advantage you
He-
have just because
Yeah,
your
he gotta
parents
do
are
what he
from
gotta
Africa.
do. But
Your parents are from Africa.
Say it.
You have a huge
my
advantage.
nigga.
Wild boy.
He's the most African American person on this podcast.
That's 100%. He is way more
In fact,
African American than
you're
you.
50%.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, so there's no question. I'm definitely gonna get more tan in this section. I won't tan anything else.
It's just
This is just
look, this
tan
is fine.
from here because we have to do this film still. So
Yeah, you can be like a,
I will just tan
like a
from
mannequin.
here to here, and then that's it. 100%.
yeah, that's cool actually.
Yeah,
That's
this
gonna
is
be
great.
sick.
Yeah.
$1,000 done.
Boom.
Perfect. Okay, feelings no facts. Hit us.
There's a debate on Twitter, Cristiano Ronaldo versus Beyonce. Basically, this girl said that Beyonce had more global influence than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Prove us wrong.
Ooh.
She basically
You're
was like,
the football fan here.
Yeah.
she was basically like, look, I look at soccer players. I don't know any of them. I live in America, and if you're trying to sell to me, you got to go with Beyonce. That's the only person I'm going to connect with. And then all these people from all over the world were like, bro, Cristiano Ronaldo is the most sold jersey of all time. Kids in the Middle East, Africa, everywhere.
What's his influence though? Did he change football? Did he change anything?
What do you mean change?
That's what influence is more
Like,
so, right?
Influence, you can also
Serena
turn
made a
around.
bunch of people want to play.
Everyone wants to be
Tennis.
him. There
Yeah.
you go. He's influenced all these people to want to be him.
But
like
I think
him.
Beyonce and J-Lo,
they?
remember in the 90s how much we liked,
This is an
mainstream America?
interesting discussion. We're not talking about who's more famous.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking about who's more influential.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think the original claim is
Well,
that.
let's do this because it's in the thing and it's more fun.
Okay.
Who's more famous? You just look at fucking IG followers.
Yeah.
I think the claim is popular, but influential might be more significant.
Yeah, popularity, it's without a doubt Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
There's not even a question.
I mean,
But-
I believe it. I
I agree.
Yeah, but influence is really interesting because there are people who are incredibly famous, but you might not do anything because you don't want to be them. And influence has to have like an aspirational quality.
And even influence in terms of just the way things change. Like Ronaldo, there was always Messi. So how much can you change the sport? Whereas I really think in the 90s, it was like mainstream beauty was like super thin girls. I think Beyonce and J-Lo helped more than anybody pushing it toward like, no, we like more full-figured women. You don't need to be that skinny. You don't need to be anorexic and all this shit. Look like a woman.
Yep.
I think that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
How did Cristiano, and again, I don't know the effects on soccer, but like, is there something specific that he does in soccer that makes you want to play like that? Like when Allen Iverson, like, okay, so what
He
is
came
that?
in with like a flashiness, like he made an entire like soccer cleat, like his own, like the Mercurial Vapor. Everyone saw it and was like, I want that because Ronaldo wears those. Like it was the fastest one. He was the fastest player on the field. So everyone was like, yeah, I want to be like flashy, handsome,
but
and like
shredded.
hold on one
yeah,
second.
shredded.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Hold on. But that's not influence. Like what Steph Curry did to, like Steph Curry is way more influential than LeBron. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
In terms of like the game of basketball.
Correct.
Steph has changed the way that every player plays game of basketball. Allen Iverson, way more influential than LeBron in terms of basketball, changed the way that people played basketball.
LeBron more
And
popular, LeBron better, but
Jordan
not as influential.
Same thing. Like you could even argue there was a white basketball player named Jason Williams
Yeah.
Yeah.
whose impact on basketball
Is that white chocolate?
White chocolate
Yeah.
was way more than people that were way better than him, and the people who you can even say more skilled and all these other things, just because the way he played the game was so different. With Ronaldo, I don't know enough about soccer to say, but like I don't watch him and go, damn, he's playing soccer so different. When I see a guy like the Brazilians, you know, like a Neymar who's got all this crazy footwork.
I
like-
would say though that Neymar was inspired by Ronaldo.
okay.
Like I
so
grew
break
up,
it down.
I
don't
grew
know.
up. I don't know necessarily either like how he impacted soccer before, but like for me at least, growing up with Ronaldo, it was like, oh yeah, everyone wanted to be him, and he brought like a flashiness to the game, especially when he was younger. He was like 18. He would just like stand in the corner and just do like crazy moves. And in my opinion, like watching Ronaldo or Neymar come up, like that
He's
is
a product of
yeah, he's like kind of a branch from his tree that like playing with super flash, like not. I mean, he's like a team player, but still likes the attention on himself. And like just that component alone, like on such a team sport, I think is probably unique. But I don't know if he's as influential as Steph Curry was to basketball.
Yeah, because again, I don't know anything about soccer, but when I watch him play, it doesn't seem like he's doing something so different than when like Maradona. I see videos of him. Like there's certain guys you just see and you're like, whoa, this is just a different type of.
Maybe what Dove was saying with the healthy lifestyle shit influenced beyond like
He's literally-
that viral video of they have the Gatorade or the Coke on the
Coke.
table when he's doing the press conference and he puts it down. He says, "Don't drink that. Drink water." And it's like maybe that influenced
so it's
the
bigger
game.
than
There's little
just the
things
game.
like the celebration, like the way he would like line up for like free kicks. Like everyone would just do that shit. I mean, even the celebration, everyone does the Sui shit. Like
People do it in the UFC.
yeah, like they do it everywhere. And like that's all from him.
It's hard to answer this though because influence, how singers can't really copy one another. Like rappers maybe can, but no one can sing
I'll
like
tell you one thing,
Beyonce and
Beyonce,
perform like
I think,
Beyonce. So it's like they would like to, but like
Wasn't Beyonce the first one to do the unannounced album drop just all at once in the middle
that
of
is
the night?
very true.
Now that's the way you do it.
Yep. Oh, that's huge.
But you're influencing singers. Like it's a
Yeah, but
smaller
that's
number
music
than
around
But
the
beauty,
world.
I
every
think-
single person in the world outside of the U.S.
No, but I
You
think
influence
Beyonce.
music around the world. Though.
Yeah, beauty standards, I think, again, just to touch on just those two are like pretty.
I think Beyonce became like an archetype of a person that you want to aspire to be. Like she became like a North Star for women. Like what would
Yeah,
Beyonce do in
that's
this?
true.
To the left, tell you, even if she didn't follow her own shit, you're like, what would Beyonce do in this situation? Oh, tell that guy to leave. Girls run the world. Girls are powerful.
Yeah.
And I think that influence to women was there.
Yeah.
To gay men was there. I mean, she was like super influential to dick lovers.
yeah.
All over the world.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, yeah, the influence is so interesting. And that's why I think like, okay, to your point about music, like sometimes the micro influencer, like the person who influences the famous people is arguably the most influential because that blood enters all these other people who then give it to the masses.
You're more upstream.
The most furthest upstream, like the producer, like a new producer comes out and all of a sudden all the songs are done by them and then everybody's copying this sound, but it's all coming from Metro Boomin or somebody. I don't know, I'm just using somebody arbitrary in this situation. So yeah.
This might be more of an example that's like a gatekeeper than an influencer, but apparently Atlanta strip club DJs basically they decide what gets played in Atlanta in the strip clubs, and that decides what the hot hip hop is.
Interesting.
That's a thing I've heard is like they are the guys. If you get your shit that starts popping in the strip clubs in Atlanta, you're hot. That's it. Nationwide, you're hot. Career ready to go.
It's like in art. There's like 4 galleries, and if you're in one of those galleries, you're legitimized as an artist, and that's fucking influence.
Yeah.
When you take somebody with 0 intrinsic value, give it a cosign, and now it's worth 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, million. That's influence.
So
Yeah.
the gallery has the influence? Yeah. Okay.
Anna Wintour, Kanye.
I was talking to this dude about some art stuff, and I was like, what makes something like, he called himself a treasure hunter, which is the most fire fucking term, because it wasn't just art. It was he was just a guy who could like hustle. And I was like, what gives something, well, 2 different dudes. The art guy that I was talking to was like, what makes art value? I don't even understand this shit. It's super fucking intimidating. Like what? And he goes, you want to look for 3 things. You want to look for somebody who came in and is part of an artistic movement. So there's like postmodernism. There's like right now, graffiti is acknowledged as like a form of art. So like, who is the earliest graffiti person doing graffiti on subway cars in New York? If you had a piece from them, now that it's an established type of art, you want someone early in a form of art that is now recognized. Someone who's been accepted by a gallery, who's like been in one of like the top 4, and then also someone who has results from an auction. And like those are the 3 things that establish value. People are willing to pay for it. They're part of a movement of art, and they're in one of these like fancy galleries or museums. And I was like, okay, now I at least have like a basis of how you fucking vote on or decide what art is worth.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can look at a picture and be like, wow, that's absolutely beautiful. But I don't know what makes it 500 or 10,000.
Yeah, people say invest in art, and you're like, what is a good investment and what's not?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing money at art.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense now. It's like, oh yeah, this was a time period where this type of art came out, and he was the originator. He started it. And then this other guy who was like this treasure hunter dude, and I was like, what makes something a treasure? He goes, rarity, intrinsic value, and then mechanics. Something built brilliantly, something that is incredibly rare, and then something has value outside of it, of just like the parts. Do you know what I mean? The
Watches?
Queen's watch.
Okay.
Is valuable because people care about the Queen and that was hers. Blah, blah,
So
blah.
like watches, the story is important with the watch.
And the mechanism,
Yeah.
but also how many.
Yeah.
You know, and he was showing me this fucking $10 million car he used to drive around in like London. Now it's a $75 million car. And I'm like, why is this worth that? He goes, there's only 4 of them. There were 2, and then 2 more got converted, and now there's 4. But that's in the world, there's only 4. And people who have tons of money want to buy the things that nobody else can have.
Yes.
And they're going to insert that value. He's also told me, he's like, I'm kind of out of the treasure hunter business. I'm like, why? He goes, you can't make any money anymore. I go, why not? He goes, everybody can Google the prices. Back in the day, I could go buy a watch off of somebody in fucking Houston for $200, right? Because they're just selling it during a downtime, then go back to LA, sell it for 10,000. Now that person looks up the price.
Yeah, you think about that like the Antique Roadshow type shows don't really exist. Because I'm just gonna Google this.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pawn shops, like everybody knows how much their shit is worth by the time they go to the Pawn Stars show.
Well, that show specifically, yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? Like you could just go, okay, I have this watch. What the? You
I mean, that show's like scripted. They're like finding people that have.
of course, and it's great TV. It's fun, but like they can't really rip off the people that bad. If there weren't cameras there, they're beating them motherfuckers in the head.
Yeah.
Sorry, this fake. I can give you $50.
Yeah.
Flipping it for 20 G's.
Yeah. Let me bring in my friend. He's an appraiser. And the appraiser's like, this is bullshit. Like, throw it away. What is wrong with you? Why would you waste my time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. But cool way to launder money, though. With art, right? Like,
Yeah.
Every art gallery I see that's just filled with art in like Midtown Manhattan, I'm like, there got to be laundering money.
Yeah, of course.
Has
I mean, that's
to.
the system, you know? And you can be like, they're like charity donations too. Like, so you don't even have to pay taxes on it. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
you just have to hope everything doesn't fall apart, because the first thing that's worth nothing when everything falls apart is the thing that's useless.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
NFTs.
Okay, what else we got?
I have a question. Why did Taylor Swift not want to perform at the Super Bowl? Like, why would a pop star turn down a Super Bowl halftime show?
Oh.
Apparently they don't pay you, but also she seems like she's no fun.
Her reasoning was that she's still in the process of recording all of her albums again.
That makes sense.
Made it through only a few and wants to wait to go through all of them, then completely own her music again.
Do you want to explain why she's doing that?
Basically, her library was sold, and in order to be able to control your music again, you re-record your masters, which is unheard of. You know, it's like saying like Paul McCartney go and re-record.
An album being owned by somebody is the recording in which they purchased. Mm-hmm. It's not the song, it's that recording of the song. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and maybe they own it for like a few years after that or something like that. So you can re-record that song and then own that version of it.
Yeah. I think they own that recording, I assume, into perpetuity. And then so you just say, all right, well, I'm going to do a
They
different
own that recording into perpetuity.
Yeah. Here's my recording.
And then
this is the one we're going to put on Spotify.
Right, yeah.
This is the one I'm going to sell to sponsors.
Covers? And then
these
your
are,
PR
I
machine.
now own my masters, which is a
Exactly.
brilliant move on her part
For
to take her
ads,
masters
like
back.
no big brand, Unilever's not going to go around Taylor and buy the other music
For the
instead
same
of
price.
hers.
Well, here's what's going to happen next. She's going to fuck artists out of being able to do this. Because now every new contract is, we own this song
Yeah.
in perpetuity.
Right.
Because I imagine the old contracts were just like, well, yeah, we own the song, it is what it is. You're not going to re-record the song.
Yeah.
Like, that looks in bad faith. Now it's, we own this intellectual property, that's ours.
But maybe you can charge more for it.
And maybe?
Yeah. But like, could I do that where I record a Disney song and then put it out, and then I cover some famous Disney song and then get paid from the streams from that song?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to get covers cleared?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, but you also still have to pay out to the original songmaker.
If you have
Yeah.
permission from them.
Yeah, you have to get permission.
You're saying, could you do it without their permission?
Yeah, like how? Because she's basically covering her own music.
Look, it's the same thing. Like, you could play a song from somebody in the club. You're on tour. You can play a Taylor Swift song. She could come for you, or the record label could probably come for you. Hey, you're making money off of my.
Right.
Like, if you, but there's still cover bands. I just don't think people would make that.
But
big
the
a
company
stink.
that owns her masters, could they come to her and be like, "Oh, you're covering something that we own"?
No, because all they own is that recording of the song.
So does Disney just own that recording of the Little Mermaid?
What if they own the intellectual property of the Little Mermaid?
That's
I
the
think
thing. Yeah,
I think the artist, which is her, she owns the intellectual property of the song. But maybe the writer that helped her
also owns
gets a piece of that,
I don't
and
know.
maybe she needs to get their permission.
But she's known for writing her own shit. So she like made the song.
Doesn't the producer own a piece too?
Yeah, producer gets half.
Gotcha.
Okay. So she's going to use the same producers, do the same thing.
It depends. I don't know if she's gonna get the same producers, but
How much work is that?
a shit ton of work.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because she just got to sing the song she sings anyway.
Same-
But one,
you've
you don't
done written
sing,
them.
you don't sing the same. And you also have every single beat needs to be redone. So like say if it was live instrumentation, like now this person has to learn how to play that song. Like, and you want it to sound good. You don't want it to be like,
It
the
got to
second
sound
version is kind of
exactly
mid.
the same. Yeah.
This is a valid excuse. Because in my mind, it's like, you can't take 3 weeks off.
No, it takes a long time.
You don't think that you don't think she's upset that she would have to share the spotlight with other artists?
I don't, I tend to think the worst of Taylor Swift
I
at all
don't know.
times.
I think it's a great business play. It's like, nah, let me own all my shit. So then when I do go on the Super Bowl and have another run and everybody's listening to my music, now they're listening to my new shit. She doesn't want to get that Super Bowl bump and then they're all playing her old shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that makes perfect sense.
And then as far as like Rihanna taking it, there was so much hype around it, and I couldn't really figure out why.
It's Rihanna, man.
Yeah, because
You know what? But like,
I don't think that.
Rihanna's big, but I'm like,
she's
there's-
like
Michael Jackson did this, like Jimi Hendrix, like
Yeah, but-
every big musician does a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
What am I
that was
missing?
Michael Jackson was 30 years ago.
Yeah, but like who did
Jimi
it?
Hendrix is long dead.
Who did it last year?
Long dead. Did he
I
do the
think-
Super Bowl, by the way?
I think so. I don't know.
I think he did Woodstock.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Jesus Christ. Is that different?
Yeah.
Prince?
Yeah,
Oh, maybe
Prince.
I'm thinking of Prince.
My
the one where
God,
it rains, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of
Again,
Prince.
15 years ago.
Yeah. But I'm like, what is the
Issue
like,
with Rihanna doing it?
why are people so
I think
stuck?
people just love Rihanna.
People
man.
love
course.
Rihanna. She's like she's
But
bigger
every
than
year they
music.
get a huge act at the halftime.
And every year people
Yeah,
get
but
excited.
we haven't
people get
seen
excited for the
Rihanna.
commercials.
Oh, what do you mean?
She hasn't put out an album in
Yeah.
almost like, I think, almost 10 years now.
Rihanna's-
Like, it's been so long since her
that's-
last album.
that's a good point.
And she doesn't tour.
And
so
I
now
think
it's like, holy
There's
shit,
an air
we're
of
gonna see
mystery about Rihanna
Yes.
that's really exciting. They whoever's managing her, and I'm not talking about like Jay-Z manages Rihanna, whatever. I'm talking about whoever's day-to-day crafting her career has done a fucking awesome job.
I mean, she's a billionaire.
Yeah, I think it's more so just her because she's like, she went out on a banger of an album. Like the last album that she put out was like
crazy,
instant classic.
Crazy.
Everybody loved it.
Yeah.
And then she had the Fenty and like, so the makeup and then the clothes, that shit blew.
She's
So now-
bigger than music.
Yeah, so now it's like she's making so much more money from the other shit. It's like, where's the motivation to still do music?
Yeah.
Because music is like, you gotta bust your ass, you gotta learn these fucking choreography, you gotta go travel places. Like, I could just make money, you know?
She has two things, that bigger than music, she's like a mogul icon, whatever you want to say, and she's still culturally relevant.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl has not had both of those things. Dr. Dre, bigger than music, sure, probably a billionaire, whatever.
Yeah, Beyonce,
He's not
2013.
culturally relevant.
And that
That's,
was-
again,
that was
Beyonce was a
huge.
big deal.
Was
This is not the only time we've gotten excited about the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know if you know this. It's been a big deal before.
Yeah, I just don't know why. I'm like, every time they get a big person, and every time it's a good show, and I'm like, but for this time, it's like, I cannot believe they got I'm like, why? They have unlimited money.
No, they don't pay.
Nobody's
They don't pay
excited
you.
that they can't believe they got Rihanna. They're just excited to see Rihanna.
Yeah, and they don't pay you for the record.
But go on YouTube, you can Google
Until at
Rihanna.
least maybe they changed it very recently, but
you don't see it live,
until
bro.
very
It's
recently, they
different.
did not get paid.
And also, like Rihanna, if you look at her
This is
hits,
stupid.
she has the greatest collabs, so she should be able to get Jay-Z, Kanye. She should
That
be
would be
able
fire.
to.
Fucking
But
fire.
And that's what makes those shows the
She's
best.
The perfect
Perfect.
guests for the Super Bowl because the songs are amazing. She's got a million fucking hits to choose from. She has ones that
She has
obviously
techno.
Yeah, she has every different genre. Like I don't think that there's a I hate Rihanna music person out there.
No, every
She
person
has
likes a song.
house, right? Like you said, she has the house shit. She's got R&B. She's got hip hop. Like it satisfies everything. There's probably even like a rock
No,
song.
there
from
is a
Rihanna.
rock. There's a country song with There's a country song.
Paul McCartney?
She's got a country
I think
song.
so.
Paul
What is
McCartney's not country.
That's Beatles.
It's not.
Oh, that's not considered country?
That's a dude from the
White people
Beatles.
shit is all. It's got,
Okay, what else?
that's the song
Oh,
I'm
with
talking
Paul
about.
McCartney. Yeah, and Kanye.
So that's not.
It's not really country, but it is like acoustic.
Fuck you, that shit is country, bro.
That is a good ass
Give us
point.
one.
She's
Give
gonna
us
be
one
great.
more, Mark. And
Okay,
then we
there's this
gotta get outta
crazy
here.
shit happening right now with the Try Guys. Do you know what a Try Guy is?
No.
Okay, Miles, can you explain what a Try Guy
Trying
is?
hard.
The Try Guys were a group of 4 guys that were.
Temperature. I don't do it anymore.
Yo,
I
need my
not
nipples
doing
hard.
Hungry. I've had too many. Because when I say it, you already know what it is. Temperature, go.
When we do the shirtless competition, it's gonna be at 50
Temperature.
degrees. 50 degrees.
Oh, keep it tight. That's
Keep
smart.
it tight.
The Try Guys were 4 guys that did viral videos for BuzzFeed where they would try to do things. They would have all these videos and then they got bigger than BuzzFeed. They left BuzzFeed, took the name, the IP, all of that stuff, and made their own channel. They're beloved on the internet. They're like sort of quirky. They are just really well liked. And there's a guy on there named Ned, and Ned was married to this woman who he also made content with. It was super well loved. And then he cheated on his wife with a producer of the Try Guys. And they've had to fire him from the Try Guys. It's really like imploded them. And it's big on the internet.
Did they
with
fire
millennials.
him for sleeping with the producer?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was like he was her boss. It was like he says it's consensual. Like he says it's a consensual relationship that I made a mistake on.
You're
But
trying to make a new video. Let me try to sleep with my producer.
Yeah, exactly. But the crazy thing is it blew up internally first, and they were like, oh, you can't be banging like our producers, like you gotta go.
Yeah.
And then he was caught in public at a bar with the girl.
Yeah.
And someone took a picture like, yo, this is the guy that makes wife content, and then posted online. It's like, why is he kissing this girl?
And
then-
he makes wife content?
Like he's like basically monopolized his relationship, or I guess like commodified his relationship, where he's like, I'm the wife guy, and I love my wife, and me and her, we do TikToks together, and this is my wife, and like our relationship.
every
is-
single time.
Yep.
Every single
that fair to say?
motherfucking time.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
very fair to say.
The harder they fall, bro. It's like what that Adam Levine fucking thing. There was that picture that came out of him. It was real long time ago, but he was at some concert. He had a blue shirt on that just said feminist on it.
Yeah.
And it's just like every single time, the more perfect they seem, the more piece of shit they are. And people are so afraid for some reason to just be a piece of shit openly when we like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
They make
least
us
they're
feel
honest.
they're normal. They make us feel okay.
That's why I love Michael Blackson. He's like, bro, I get girlfriends sometimes.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, we have a thing. We're
Yeah.
cool. Like, that's what he does.
Yeah.
But he's just like super open about it. He's like,
Yeah,
I don't have to
of
hide
course.
this. This is
God
what I'm
bless.
doing. Yeah.
God bless.
But it is wild that I don't know. I'm like, sleeping with your producer, yeah, I get. That's worth getting him out of there. But
Wait,
then,
no, why? Why?
because she works
Power
there.
dynamic, they're
Power
cucks, it's a
dynamic.
thing.
No, I don't subscribe to this. I don't like this idea that humans are not capable of making decisions. And I think that's what that is. I understand you have to like set up rules to protect all these people because there are these bad actors that are willing to take advantage of the people that are working for them. But I also think that you can develop a consensual and loving relationship with somebody you work for or somebody that works for you. So it sucks that we're basically like eliminating those relationships. And I bet if you look back like in time, the majority of fucking human beings have probably met their wife by working with them.
Huge, it's a huge percentage.
Huge.
Like, huge conflict of interest. Don't you think it kind of throws the vibe off a little?
There's also like declare
What creates
laws.
the vibe?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Like
you
you're
can-
both passionate about the same thing. You both have all that in common. You're spending so much time together. You're building like a real foundation of relationship based on like mutual interests.
But if their brand is built on being good guys and you're out here sleeping with someone
We're not
else
talking
who's-
about that. We're talking about
What
We're
you're
talking
talking
about
about though?
consensual
If you go
relationships in the workplace.
If you go to HR,
You have
and
to
disclose
close
the relationship,
He's a fucking
then
hypocrite.
you're fine.
There's no question. Yeah.
If you go to HR and disclose the relationship, then you're fine.
But what Mark is saying, I think you were saying, is that the relationship itself is null and void because of the power dynamic that exists.
No. Like, they can have a consensual relationship, but I get why they would want to either change her around or, if he was not disclosing the relationship, terminate his employment.
Yeah. So, what you're saying is
He's being sneaky because he's cheating on his wife, so he can't say I'm in a relationship with the producer. And
So he
when
can't
they
go to HR.
so then they
Yeah,
find
he can't
out,
legitimize
and then
it.
I get why they're determining his employment because he's not disclosing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like he's a hypocrite for being wife guy while also doing it. But at the same time, it's like one of those people that like find their fucking shtick and now they're like a prisoner of the shtick.
Yeah.
Like he's not wife guy as much as he's not in love with his relationship as much as he is in love with making money being wife guy.
Being famous, yeah.
Being in love with himself. And it's also scummy on the girl's part. It's like, yo, you know this guy's got a wife. Yeah. You see her every week. Like, she comes in. They make content together.
Now here's the
Yeah.
question. He's been fired. Obviously, power dynamics, many things
thank
happen. And the reason he's fired. There's not word if from what I know at this exact moment, if the producer has been fired also.
She shouldn't get fired.
Yeah,
Why
that's
not?
Why?
She also broke the rules, right?
No. Only
she's
Senior person?
The senior person breaks the rule.
Interesting.
Yeah, because the power dynamic. What if he pressured her to sleep with him?
consent can't exist with power
Yeah.
vacuums.
It's
is
like, hey, if you
people
want
are
to keep your
saying.
job, you gotta suck my dick.
I think that's a bit black and white, isn't it? Consent
No.
cannot exist with the power dynamic. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there's always a power dynamic. That's the
yeah.
other thing. It's like even if they won't work for somebody, there's always going to be a power
Yeah,
dynamic.
it exists, so then disclose it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we really want to talk about it, like the power dynamic is wildly skewed towards women. Like we cannot have sex with them unless they say okay. It is illegal. That's not 50-50. That is 0-100.
If a woman
both
marries a
people
rich
have to
guy,
want to have sex.
if a rich guy dates a beautiful girl, is he taking advantage of the power dynamic? The fact that I'm a rich guy?
100%. He'd take advantage of the access to all the things he different had. Like, of
Yeah,
course.
but we're saying in the workplace is different. Because in the workplace, somebody can hold your
that's-
job over you, and that's the
That's fair.
deciding
Listen,
factor.
That's fair.
fucked up, and there are guys that do that, and that's fucked up, and that's horrible. And I think the real mess up here is when women, and this is the Weinstein shit.
Yeah.
It's like when women complain about this and they cover it up and protect the person in power, like that. These people right here that are protecting the guy who's fucked up destroys consensual work relationships because now that woman has no recourse to keep her job and protect herself. And then every other girl in the company's like, I better not say or else I'm gonna get fired. But if every time the woman complained, they just fired the fucking boss who broke the goddamn rules, then
Or
we
the
can
man
have
should- yeah.
consensual, sorry?
Yeah, or it could happen the other. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But we can have consensual work relationships because anytime it was uncomfortable or a dude crossed the line or a woman crossed the line and that was complained about and that person got fired, everybody's free. But now we have to build all these fucking rules because these assholes in HR and like the shareholders in these fucking board meetings are going, hey, we can't get rid of this fucking CEO. We can't get rid of Weinstein. He's really good at picking movies. So protect that motherfucker even though he's a rapist. It's like all those people should be going down with Weinstein. And
Yes.
with the
100%.
100, bro.
100%.
If a girl says, hey, this guy fucking raped me, and you go, well, don't you want to work in Hollywood? Blah 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 blah. You are
Complicit.
aiding that rapist. Right?
The guy that the girl went to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the
but
guy
the
at
girls
HR.
shouldn't.
No.
Like
I'm
the girls
saying,
who kept quiet.
no.
The people that
guys who
covered up.
quiet the women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the women who quiet the women, but the ones who protect the fucking rapists.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And
I
I'm
agree
like,
with that.
whole, it's like the rapists and the protectors are the people that make it so uncomfortable for the, I guess the women or even the men that are is subordinate. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're completely powerless in that situation, and now you can't even raise within the company because now you're terrified these people don't have your
If
protection.
you're comfortable being vocal, there's not the power dynamic being exploited nearly as much.
Thank you for articulating that.
But that's if the systems that you're talking to are even willing to hear your complaint.
To his point, that's
Exactly.
the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that because, like he said earlier, a huge percentage of relationships begin in the workplace. A lot of those relationships before this, there was a power dynamic, like just in the sense that one person was a boss and one person was not a boss. So if we have an environment where this subordinate person is comfortable being vocal, if this person is making them uncomfortable, then that shit is all, we can just have
But
workplace
do you feel like
relationships.
most workplaces probably favor a really talented, powerful rapist?
Yes,
They do,
without a doubt.
and that's why
like,
you should
a
punish the
subordinate?
people who
It's
help
fucked up.
cover up for that guy, that powerful man or woman. That person that helps cover up should be just as culpable.
But you're saying it's like, oh, it's those companies that fuck it up for everyone. I'm like, I think that's probably just most organizations.
It's those people that cover it up, that fuck it up for everyone.
To be honest with you, I think the system that's set up is by the shareholders or by the protectors. It's like, why don't we just make it so nobody can fuck anybody here, and then our CEO won't fuck it up by screwing some of the employees and then pissing them off. So we're just gonna make this blanket rule to protect our real golden goose, which is the CEO,
Maybe.
not his secretary.
And if it does both, they're like, yeah, but yeah,
and it's
they don't
probably
wanna
just
fuck
an
it up.
easier way to legislate. I don't have to get into the nitty gritty and waste fucking time with who's right and who's wrong. You didn't disclose, you're fired.
Yeah.
We're saving a lot of time.
That's why the shit is crazy with the Celtics coach.
Yo, that story
That shit
keeps
was
getting more
crazy.
and more.
That shit is
My man
wild.
is a wild boy, bro.
So at first I was like, kind of, I wouldn't say on his side, but I'm just like, nah, it's foul to fire him if it was a consensual
They didn't
situation.
even fire him initially, right? It was like he
They
was going
told
to
him
get
to cut it
suspended.
out. Yeah, they were like, yo,
Yeah,
cut
like,
it out.
So it's like,
Joey Gladstone.
so they knew about this shit. And they were just, everybody was just like, yo, just chill out with the shit. They were letting it rock.
Yeah.
But then my boy was a wild boy out here and it's like, nah, you gotta go.
So what are the most recent details? I saw he was making a lot of women uncomfortable and inappropriate comments, inappropriate messages, I think. And one of the women he had a long-term relationship with
Yeah.
was also helping
The
Nia
niece.
Long fucking move to Boston.
His wife.
No,
yeah.
she would handle the flights for the team. That was one of the things that she was doing. So part of that is flying the family.
Which is Ime Udoka's fiance, Nia
Yeah.
Long.
But this is also Boston. And any news that comes out of there, like,
You can't-
they know how to make somebody look like shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wait, what do you mean, why Boston?
like
Boston sports media in
now,
particular is-
Now
Oh, really?
let's go to every single
Powerful.
female staff member and be like, has he ever made you feel uncomfortable?
We need you outta here.
And
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
say the right thing.
Interesting.
So,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
The Boston media is
it's crazy.
perfect. like for Boston. Like
Yes, yeah.
it's like Russia.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the only thing getting out is exactly what we want out to make us look the best.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's crazy because I think he was smashing the who's the fucking Brad Stevens, who was the coach and is now, I believe, the president
Or
of the
he's a-
team.
I think he's a VP.
Or the GM, VP, whatever it is. I think Danny Ainge is probably the president.
Danny Ainge is with Utah now.
Oh, that's okay. So maybe he's the new, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's front office role. I think he was smashing his assistant, and it's just like, buddy, what do you fucking do? Like,
That's gotta be sex addiction, right?
or power.
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 That's
but,
a power.
You made it to
but
the
sex
top
addiction
and
gotta
you
be
still-
power addiction too, right? Like in a way.
I think addiction manifests itself in weird ways, and it's just like, is he really need to get the nut off, or is he just like, I'm gonna fuck your assistant, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this guy. I bet there's even wilder shit that we don't know about. Because if these are the girls, like, it's right. Remember when Adam Levine came out and then 4 more bitches were like, yeah, he was doing this with me too.
Yeah.
It's like we got like 1 or 2. If you're doing it with 2, why stop?
Yeah.
If you're willing to roll the dice and throw it all away,
Yeah. It's probably way more. And it's just crazy. I mean, this guy had everything. He had a good career in the sense of like he always had a team. He, in this first fucking year, took the Celtics to the finals. Wifed Nia Long, She's wearing your fucking jerseys, rooting for your team, and then you're just out here trying to fuck everyone on the team.
I don't want to go crazy conspiracy, but I think a lot more people knew about this.
I think so.
Oh, gotta.
And I think outside of just the Celtics organization.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
And the reason I think is because you have a first-year black head coach that is doing incredible things.
Yeah. In Boston.
Goes to the finals in Boston, right, with a major team. Boston Celtics are a major NBA franchise.
absolutely. Yeah.
And this is the first time I'm even seeing this guy's name.
Yeah.
Like, usually this is a story that the league goes, hey, put some gas on this. This is what we need. This is a great opportunity, right? Like, this is one of the things you almost virtue signal about, especially a historic franchise like the Celtics, which is, motherfuckers could say racist.
The city of Boston doesn't have the best reputation.
I mean,
for
LeBron called them
fans-
out last
race
year.
equality.
The-
Yeah.
Exactly. LeBron called it. Now the organization, I mean, they had Bill Russell, and then Bill Russell became head coach. Like,
Yeah,
this
Red
is
Auerbach made him the first black head coach. I think,
first
right?
black head coach, right? Like, and obviously earned one of the greatest players ever, but still. So the organization itself, maybe you could say, hasn't been super racist, but still an awesome opportunity for the league and the Celtics to go, here's our golden goose. The fact that that never happened, that a lot of people are finding out this guy's name for the first time right now, to me says maybe it was one of those fucking things where it's like the HR people are going, yo, he's a kind of wild boy, so we're gonna look the other way and we're not gonna make him the pride and joy. Brad Stevens was the fucking pride and joy.
Yeah.
And maybe
he
he's
got a
white
lot
guy.
of love if you watch, but not like you would think. In the
Son,
fact
Brad
that it had
Stevens-
his name didn't make it to y'all.
Genius coach. Oh my God, he's so brilliant. And look at what his play calling is here. Like, what?
Son, this story of, especially if they won, and they came very close to winning. If they were a little older, they would have won, but it would have been a fucking movie. It was like out of every movie. First black head coach, first year. They start off not good. They're like really struggling. They're thinking about trading Jaylen Brown, and then all of a sudden they just turned it around. It was like fucking Hoosiers, and then they just went on this crazy tear the back half of the season.
I think they knew, bro.
So what happens
I
to
think
him?
it's also harder to say his name, so people kind of avoid saying it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We haven't said it one time
Yeah,
because none of us know how to say it.
That's the Celtics coach.
Ime Udoka. It's not as hard as
What is it?
What's Ime Udoka?
All right.
Brad Stevens is
Yeah, Brad Stevens hit different.
Did he do anything illegal?
I can't believe
Other
you got
than,
here
like-
defending them names, bro.
No,
This guy a wild boy.
no.
This guy a wild, but your name
I
is too
went
hard.
for the
Make
joke.
it easy.
I went for the joke.
I don't think he did anything illegal. He did something that maybe was against the rules for the organization.
Company policy, whatever.
But he can't go to jail or nothing. That's not what
He's not
it
being
is.
accused of assault or anything.
No,
like that.
No, he's just smashing everything.
Yeah.
But like, what an idiot. Like, you have to be a fucking monumentally dumb guy or addicted to be able to kind of fuck however you want. Like, you're a good-looking young coach. It's not like the DMs ain't there.
Yeah.
Like, you can.
That's true.
Now, maybe he's like, I'm going to keep it close and just fuck around here, and then in the organization, nobody will say anything. Maybe.
I mean, that's the definition of shitting where you sleep, right? Like,
Literally.
yeah. I mean, it just seems crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently the guy they got to replace him also, he has like a DUI. Maybe there's an assault and battery. He has some shit on him too.
Yeah.
But this story's so crazy.
A
that
DUI
everybody's
in
like,
Boston is like, all right.
That's true.
who
It's,
gives a
whatever
shit?
it is, it's some shit that he has some character knocks too. But this story's so crazy, we're like, whatever, man. Let's just quiet
Hey,
this.
son,
the fuck
they
down.
had to know. Son.
And this is
They
another
had
thing. To your
know,
point,
bro.
the NBA, by all accounts, is like a very small, tight knit circle. These stories, motherfuckers know. The LeBron's mom story, from what I understand, motherfuckers knew.
New.
Inside, yeah.
Like, the whole league knew.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, like, a lot of these guys have been playing together since they're 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like
talking, group
yeah,
chats.
like
yeah.
all this, like when they bark at one another and then they go, how can they be on the same team? And it's like, they've been barking at each other since they're 13.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. AAU, like,
Yeah,
whatever.
like, they know.
Did you hit up your boy about this?
Yeah.
To see, did he give you anything inside?
I found out who the real affair was before it came out. And that was like, and I was like, God damn, like you went after the fucking head dude's
Yeah.
assistant? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I'm curious about is if, let's say, like a higher up person hooks up with a secretary or a younger person in the thing.
Yeah.
He gets fired because he didn't disclose. Nothing happens to him or her that's a subordinate?
No.
Like, are they seen as a liability? Like, oh, this, like hypothetically, let's say there's a secretary that hooked up with like 3 CEOs in a row and they all keep getting fired.
So that's the thing about like being perceived as a victim. Like you can't even fire her because she go, I was taken advantage of. And I thought my job was on the line. Even if that ain't really what would happen.
If it happens twice?
Oh, she's been smashed by multiple people?
Let's say it happens 2 times. Let's say this situation happens again with the next head coach.
Still.
Same girl.
Still, she's a victim, bro. They held her job over her.
They're gonna try to get rid of her some other way.
Yeah.
They're gonna know she's a problem.
Yeah, she's not gonna get any, what is it called, advancement in her career. Of course
You don't
not.
need to promote. You just can't outwardly fire out of nowhere.
Yo,
You
also-
kind of want them to quit.
Yo, low-key, and it's not on the woman to do this. It's on both of them to do this. But, like, when you're looking at the staff that you have and who you're going to reward, like, you want the girl who's slapping dicks out of her fucking face, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know it sounds crazy. Like, the dick shouldn't be there, but you also want the girl going, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, we're in a finals run, you idiot.
Yeah.
Like, are you about to fuck this whole thing up for a dick suck?
Yeah.
Like, you could take this team to the finals.
Yeah.
Like, if I hear that I got that chick on the staff,
You're the coach.
son,
You're the new coach.
Maybe the dick suck helped take them to the final.
even before. It had to be before. If the dick sucks going to the finals, everybody's quiet. That's why they waited till after the season, right? Brad Stevens was like, smash it out. I get another assistant. You know what I mean? Like, say one annoying birthday thing.
Yo, I get
Guys, thank you so much for listening to Flagrant, man. I appreciate y'all
I get a
so
text
much.
from your boy. He texts me and goes, yo, happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. I didn't respond to it. I was busy, you know what I mean, podcasting. Today, emphasized it.
Who's my boy?
Jason.
Yo, he want that fucking
Shouts
reaction.
to Jason, dog.
If you give someone, if
hey.
you say happy birthday,
Hey, thanks for wishing Mark a happy birthday, dog. This thankless piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
dude,
I'm gonna
yeah.
get back to you and say thanks so much.
Nah, but you saw it. And
Yeah.
you chose not to respond,
I
is
didn't
what you're
open it
saying.
yet. I didn't open it.
But you saw it and you chose not to
I
respond.
didn't open it.
He does
I was
that
busy.
so much.
Oh, my bad. We were
I don't
doing a
get-
podcast.
Why didn't
okay?
you repost my birthday story?
I don't like to put it on my Instagram. You know?
Because it was a Jewish thing, huh?
yeah,
it
you
was
know,
a
my
menorah.
mom follows me.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It's just the whole thing. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, it's your birthday." That
See?
feels-
They gotta not
birthdays,
respond to
bro.
their texts.
Yeah. Why did he make it about him, Jason? And why did Dove make it about him?
Thank you.
Two Jews
That's kind
made
of
it about them.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you guys did
I'm
that.
saying, if you send someone happy birthday,
Oh, that's interesting. Hey.
you don't need to follow up. You don't need to be like, "Hey, circling back on this. Hey, bumping this up."
Yeah. Thanks for making it a little less happy. Say that to him. Thanks for making it a little less happy.
I will
I didn't
say
know I
that.
had to do work on my birthday. I had
I
to
know.
respond to you.
What? I don't know. All right, this just happened. I'm frustrated.
Yo, just go, who this? Let's hit him with a who this.
just
Break
got a
his
new phone.
fucking
Lost
heart.
all my numbers, dude. Sorry.
All right, listen, but we got to get out of here, man. Guys, we've been watching Flagrant or something like that.
now I'm crazy.
We'll see you later. Have a good night. Peace.